Welcome to the Tush Twins, heard exclusively on Malcolm Presents, a streaming platform heard round the world and beyond. You like my and beyond?
Ah,
That's
that
it.
that deep and beyond. It
And
goes
beyond.
beyond.
That's my
Goes to.
announcer's voice.
Is it okay? This is
Anyway, this is Malcolm
this
Berman
is
with my two Tushes.
right. Tush
That's
two.
and on the
Tush
bottom is
one.
Tush 2 is Max,
No,
and the
no, I'm Tush. Yeah, I'm Tush two,
you Tush 2, and there on top is
Tush
Paula
one.
Tush
Rusty,
one.
whatever you
Right
want,
here we go.
with a
Yep.
Paula
redhead.
So I'll
Rusty,
I'll do
cuckoo.
the intro.
Do the
No
Hello.
intro in case
intro.
people
So
haven't heard it for the last
I'm
2 years.
Maxine Faith, and you are.
I'm Rusty Wolens, or Paula Wolens, or Paula Nowak, or Paula Rose Nowak,
Uh,
or Auntie Cuckoo, or whatever
uh,
the hell you want to call me.
Cuckoo fits well, and we are the
Tush
Tush Twins.
twins.
Aha. Also joining us is Malcolm B, who continually has to keep us in cheek or check.
Oh, or
Ah,
as your friend Jay
and
said,
today's show, he's our ringmaster.
uh,
Yes, yes,
as your friend Jay said on the show that I
yeah.
just did with him,
We
he
have to
said,
listen in.
you have they don't let you get in a word edgewise.
Well, what do you want me to do? We're the Tush Twins. That's our job. We have to do that. But anyway,
Everyone
so
complains.
we have been. All I have to say is, Phil used to have an expression: "tough tarts." So anyway, so I have been.
Okay,
We
do
have
the
been
intro.
friends for 60 years, and we know each other so well that
70,
we well, yeah,
69.
but 69 years.
That's a
Sorry.
good number.
69 and feeling fine. We know each other so well. We pretty much joined at the Tush. So in any event, we get crazy when we do certain things. So sit back and enjoy the next 30 plus minutes of friendly talk with some seriousness sprinkled in, but mostly fun and laughter as we journey back in time, forward in time, all the while trying to stay in the present. Namaste. So what are we talking about
Oy
today?
vey.
It's hot,
Okay.
freaking hot again.
It's
I
freaking
I
hot. It's
I know you love.
90. Let's see, what's the temperature here? Was 91 right now. It went down
It
from
went down.
93 to 91.
Oh boy,
It all
it's
depends
heading
on the
down.
humidity and how high the sun is.
Oh,
The
the
sun is high, but
because it
so is the
smokes.
sky. Last year we had the fires, so all I kept thinking of, the sky is high, was because it smokes so much. But I hope we don't get it again. The Canadian fires, the sun was high, and because it smoked too much, there was a lot of fire, a lot of smoke. So
Unfortunately, yes.
I'm hoping we don't have to deal with that now. I don't
Well,
know
I
what.
haven't heard recently, but I know like a few months ago there was fires in Canada that was affecting
Big
the
time.
northern
Yeah.
states.
Yeah. They were going, instead of east, they were more west, depending
Oh,
on the
The
climate, the
winds.
atmosphere, the winds, the shifting. It'll change. But I have ever since the fires, I have now the current air quality. I have the app now. It says that it's moderate. So it's
okay.
97. It's hitting towards orange, which is a little more unhealthy. So I'm hoping it stays away. But anyhow, we have to worry about ourselves, obviously, but we also have to worry about animals and our dogs. You
Yes,
can't
we
keep your
do.
dog. I cannot now take Sparkles anywhere if I go on an errand. I used to, you can keep her when it's cooler in the car. Even on the pavement, I cannot walk her on pavement.
No, it's
It, it,
very,
it, it
very bad.
it's dangerous. I mean, they're putting out warnings, and one of them is I'm trying to find hot asphalt. It's
Mm-hmm.
I see it's on here. Hot asphalt. You see? Look. See. Okay.
Hot asphalt.
So it says
Oh,
if the
over here they have signs hot ass.
oh, well, we're the Tush Twins. We know hot ass is. However, hot asphalt,
Yes.
if the outside air is 77, the asphalt temperature is 125. 86 degrees, it's 135, and 87 is 143. Paws will get burned. If it's too
You gotta
hot,
take them out quickly and walk. They say to
and
walk the dogs on grass.
that's what I've been doing. I've been
Hmm.
I tell my neighbors I'm walking on their property now.
They have
So,
no choice.
I said I got, is it okay? I just want to make sure I don't get picked up on their cameras. They're there. Hey, who's that out there? I don't
Can't you
know.
just walk on your estate? You said you have like
I can
in
I
the
walk
woods.
her. I walk her. I like to walk her, give her longer walks, but it's too hot. So I try to walk her early in the morning when it's a
Hmm.
little cooler. And later on, I mean, we're talking after 6, 7, but in the middle of the day,
No way.
I'll walk her around my property.
Well,
That's
they were talking. I remember a year or two ago about when they repaved the streets, not to pave them in the black
And
tar.
black
That
tar.
gives them too much
Right.
heat. And I
right,
don't
but
know what material they were using, but it definitely wasn't black.
I don't know.
No,
They used, some roadways use cement. Some of it they add now like quartz and glass, I think. Because sometimes you'll
that's
see
what we have
shiny
in
stuff.
ours.
Yeah,
We
What?
have that in ours,
something that
and she's able to walk on that. It's actually I tried it on my bare feet to see the difference,
Yeah,
and it's much cooler.
if you
yeah,
can't put your
something
feet
that
on
doesn't
there, your
reflect
dog
the
will.
heat. It absorbs it. I don't
Mm.
know what it does to it.
I
Well,
just don't like this weather. I hate it. Oh, did
uh,
I
uh,
tell you I hate this weather?
uh,
Wait, let me tell you a story. I hate this weather.
do you hate this weather?
I hate this weather,
What,
But,
and
but,
what,
it's
what
but
day are you
how do
waiting
you really
for?
feel?
December 21st.
Really? That, I mean,
Right
I
now
have
with this heat, I just can't wait.
someone,
Cannot wait for the first day of winter.
someone sent me something. A friend of mine said, can't wait till November 1st.
That's
And
me.
I said, I know somebody who thinks the same way, but
I can't take
in
it.
any
I hate
event,
it.
so we figured we'd talk about pets and animals, because I caught a couple of stories on uh emotional support animals, which I thought
I want an
was
emotional
the
alligator.
well, there's a whole thing, a whole story. Well, there's a story about elephants, um
Yes, I
and they
love my
communicate with
elephants.
words in their own
Mm-hmm.
language. They actually have their own language.
Language.
And
Same with dolphins.
right, and but the dolphins, you can hear, they can whatever, but the decibel level is so low on elephants when they make like a noise, we can't hear it, but they can. And it's really interesting. They're actually doing studies, and it says like baby dolphins invent their own names, true, with
Mm-hmm.
signature whistle calls. Parents may use names.
So
uh
Maxine, wait a minute, wait a minute. The dolphins, the whistles, then my father renamed us all with whistle, the
yeah,
donkey serenade to get our attention to go home or something.
right, he would. I remember, and he got through. Sometimes the whistle works better. Since I hurt my lip, I don't whistle as good. But
Oh my God.
anyway, yeah, they call to each other. They're unique. I mean, you love elephants, and I
I love
know that
elephants. Love, 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 love.
they're uh they've done studies, and one of the biologists said, just like humans, elephants use names, but probably don't use names in the majority of utterances. So the elephant's rumbles include sounds that are below, as I said, the range of human hearing,
Right.
and they don't
Mm-hmm.
know which part of it is, part of their vocalization. And so they said scientists believe animals with complex social structures and family groups separate and then reunite often may be more likely to use individual names. Like the elephants have individual names.
Yeah.
If you're looking after a large family, you've got to be able to say, hey, Virginia, get over here. This is what one of the Duke University ecologists said, who was involved in the study. They actually name, they have sounds for the name. I mean, it's remarkable. Their ability to remember, their ability I mean, they're just one of the most social animals,
Yes.
talking, touching each other, communicating. They're
Well,
amazing.
don't dog. I mean, dog. I don't know if dogs talk to each other, but when you call a dog by the wrong name, the dog won't come. But if you call
Right.
the dog's name,
There is
that
one name they will come to no matter what. Steak, steak.
Mine is,
that's a
yo,
smell.
well, mine is S head.
It's been for a long time. So, I mean,
She's used to it.
there's emotional support animals we could talk about. I wanted to just talk about our animals first, because we
My wacky
together we've
dog,
had a lot of
we've had a
You
lot of
doggies.
animals.
shouldn't talk about your husband like that.
Uh-oh, not
He is an
nice.
animal, but a good
Well,
animal.
oh God, oh
Well,
Lord, oh yeah,
yeah.
okay. I'm saying, got Malcolm to laugh on that one. Yes, no.
Yes,
Anyway,
yes.
He be an animal. Or
goodness,
it's a
goodness.
song Mitchell wrote, animal,
No, that's what
animal.
I wrote on
But,
the
but,
top. I was thinking about that. Animal.
Animal,
but,
animal,
Yeah.
animal.
that's supposed to be a compliment when a woman says, "My man is an animal."
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I
And
guess.
why don't you admit what
me-
you are?
Why don't you
Mm.
admit what you are?
Mhm.
That's right. We should play.
Okay,
We
let's
should have
change the
played the
subject
song.
before. Let's change the subject before we get
Mm.
X-rated.
So anyway, growing up, well, I mean, we both knew each other's dogs, and we had Sparky 1.0.
Sparky one, my little
Was a
baby.
mixed Shepherd Collie mix, who was one of the
Hmm.
smartest dogs.
And
He
sweet.
smart, sweet, and looked out and guarded the house, and
Hmm.
he was amazing. He lived to 18,
Yeah, he did.
and he was just he just knew things, and he knew when to come and when to stay away. He was just smart,
Yes, he
and
was.
he was we didn't have my parents wouldn't let the dog up on the bed or on the furniture then. I think
No,
they didn't. It was a no-no back then. You don't put your dogs on the bed. You don't put your dogs on
no,
the
my
couch.
dog never was on furniture.
Now, I mean, Alfie, was Alfie on for on
No, Alfie was not allowed on any furniture, but she was allowed to sleep with Heidi and I. She was allowed to sleep on the bed with us. She
Okay.
never had her
Well,
own bed. She would come into bed and, from one to the other.
and then she would in the morning open the fridge for you so you can get breakfast.
That little brat, my dog, we
She can
had to
open the
lock the
refrigerator.
refrigerator, lock all the cabinets because I'd come home and stuff was all over the place because she went into the fridge. So I said, I'm gonna put the steak I'm defrosting on top of my refrigerator because I took her when I got married. She was older then. She was like 8 years old.
Mhm.
Put the steak on top of the refrigerator. I come home. There's a chair in front of the refrigerator, and she got up
And
on the chair. She pushed it over and got the steak.
That's a
Sparky
smart
got
dog.
that's a smart dog.
Hmm.
Sparky got into we had like a pack of Hershey bars, and we put it on top of the piano. We
Yeah.
didn't think he would ever come up. And chocolate's very bad for a dog, but we didn't know that.
Bad.
Back then though, we didn't know. Hey, he ate some chocolate. He ate some chocolate and he had the craps for 4 days. Luckily, he was fine.
And
You're
You know,
lucky. So
at
it
least
could
it's the
kill
same
them.
color.
yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
probably.
It was not a pleasant situation, but
I didn't know. I didn't know dogs like chocolate.
they'll
They
eat
like
anything.
carob. I feed mine. I go to the pet store and I feed her carob chips.
Cool.
They're allowed to eat carob,
Have you
I
ever
know.
which
taken
is
them on aboard a plane
No.
with the passengers?
Oh,
No.
absolutely not. Not my crazy dog.
Well, speaking of airplanes and pets, there's stories about this, and one of them, this person brought a duck as an emotional support animal on and what someone brought a peacock once,
A
but
peacock?
Oy vey.
yeah, I couldn't. It's just they had, I don't know what's in their brain, and you're supposed to have like papers that you are absolutely, you can have this animal on board. But some people just come in and they bring insane things on the plane. I mean, this woman, not only did she have, it was a short flight from Charlotte to Asheville, North Carolina. She
Mhm.
had a support duck. She had the
Support
papers,
duck.
apparently. The duck's name was Daniel Turducken Stinkerbutt.
Stinker butt. I would never.
And it went viral because he had an adorable outfit on, a Captain America diaper and tiny red shoes. I mean, seriously, somebody go ahead.
No, but Donald and Daffy always made it easier to travel with ducks because
I
ducks
get,
became cute.
I know, but
I
Daniel
know.
Turducken Stinkerbutt,
He had at least a diaper.
a Captain America diaper on, of all things, and tiny red shoes. How do you put
Okay.
shoes on a duck?
Duck.
Why would you put shoes on a duck? I mean, I saw this and I'm like, is this like real? Then people, they bring goldfish.
Goldfish.
Bring,
How do you
they
goldfish?
bring rabbits.
come
They say hedgehogs are really good support
right.
animals.
Hedgehogs, capuchin monkeys,
They're
tarantulas.
not capuchin monkeys. They could turn on a dime. They're
and
weird. They're
and-
nocturnal.
Ferris,
Ferrets?
yes, Ferris Bueller,
Okay.
ferrets, geese,
Ferrets.
donkey, llamas, rats, rabbits, guinea pigs,
Donkeys.
turtles, pigeons, roosters, and sheep have all been brought on a plane or attempted to be brought on a plane.
They have the horse, the
it-
mini horses, or
The mini
they use
horse-
for the blind.
They're allowed. They're
Excuse
allowed
me,
on planes.
is that in the passenger end of it or in the
Yeah.
cargo?
No,
In the
passenger
passenger.
as an emotional support
Mhm.
pet. Your pet tarantula needs to keep you company on the flight.
I would
Um,
get off that plane so fast.
A-
I
a-
hate
a-
spiders.
Actually, getting back into my days of roaches and living in Manhattan.
you have a pet roach?
No, no,
No.
no. They what they said is tarantulas ate roaches.
Oh,
So a lot of people had pet tarantulas that they kept in the evening. They kept like there's a little collar or something you can put on a tarantula and have them in the bedroom and the bathroom because they ate the roaches.
this is what we're talking about. Tarantulas
Mm.
with collars that you can keep on a leash.
Yeah, you never know what
I-
is going to be covered on
Oh,
Didn't
Tush
Tush
you
Twin.
Twins.
watch America's Got Talent last night?
No, I don't watch that.
They
No.
had, okay,
Go ahead.
they
What?
had a chicken that read people's minds.
Was it an emotional support chicken?
It was a mentalist chicken.
It was a mentalist chicken for real
Yeah,
on that show.
for real,
That was
yeah.
a real thing.
And it went through.
It went through. What was more? It was more a comedy act, I
I
assume.
think it was more like
But it read it, knew exactly what they were thinking.
Well, I told you my chicken story about when when we first got married, and my wife had told you from El Salvador, and for Christmas I drove my mother-in-law to the butcher to buy a
oh
chicken,
no, don't go there with this story.
and I got to finish it. And
No.
I thought we would go to the butcher, and the chicken would be in there, like I buy
Mhm.
frozen, and
Frozen chicken.
no, she picked out a live chicken.
No.
And they took it
That-
out
that
of the
wouldn't-
cage. And she said,
No.
yeah, that's the one I want. About an hour later, we came back. It was killed
Oof.
and plucked. And they put, and I found out afterwards, they have like a machine there. They put it in
Right.
there where it's decapitated and it's plucked and it's cleaned. But when the chicken came out to dinner, I couldn't eat it. I knew that chicken when it was alive.
I couldn't eat it
but
either.
if you get served fish on a plate that looks like the fish, which is one reason I do not eat fish, but you're seeing a fish on a plate, it'd be
But- but it-
dead.
But it wasn't alive.
It's dead. With the
I
eyeballs.
understand, but it looks it's
Mm.
in the same form as it would be when you take it out. A lot of times I see these cooking shows and then I turn them off when I see them do fish. I'm out. There's
Well,
no
I
way.
watch. I love
that's
it.
what they
But
do with
here's the
lobsters.
story. I have a story. quick
Good.
Give
one.
me a story.
Dennis had a friend, Jay, one of his clients. He had a Rottweiler, and they were told Rottweilers love to attack and kill chickens. He wanted to train his dog to do that. So he bought a chicken for his dog. Wait, he bought a
Oh
dog,
no. Oh no,
chicken
no.
to be his to see if he would attack. It went the wrong way. The chicken and the
Attack
dog
the
fell in
dog?
love. No, the chicken and the dog fell
Oh,
in love.
And they had children?
Wherever their dog went, the chicken rode on his back. They loved it. They slept together. And we've been to the house. We saw the chicken with the dog.
But
They loved each other.
isn't
oh
that
my.
illegal that a chicken and egg can't mate?
No, they can't, but they
A
just
chicken,
loved,
chicken
they
and
were
a
best
Rottweiler.
friends. They just loved each other so much.
I don't know if
You
you can
can't
see
say.
these chickens.
Oh, he's a
Yeah.
These are our friends
baby.
chickens up in Canandaigua. They bury their head. They're going after eggplant. So she sent me. She said
They're
planting
going after
chick.
egg.
She said it was a joke. She said planting chickens to get eggplants. It was
Oh,
because the chickens are the heads are in the
Oh,
ground. I said and I
well,
said I said what is it? It says it's called dusting. I have to look that up.
was
But
it a chicken or an ostrich? Doesn't an ostrich
yeah,
hide by putting it? Or I wonder if
yes, they
that's a myth.
hide. They do put their head in underground and in the dirt. I don't know.
It's
But
like some of the voters here in this country.
yeah, well, that's very unfortunate for us because they need to get their head out of their arses.
but let me tell you what happened to the chicken and the dog.
What
Tell me what happened
happened?
to the chicken and the dog.
About 4 years, they loved each other. They lived together. They slept in the house together. There's the pet. This chicken became the pet of the house.
Oh my
They
God.
named it, how it was, a Rudy or something. It was a cute name. I forgot the name of the chicken. But unfortunately, the chicken passed.
Oh,
And the dog, they buried him. And the dog every day would sit by where they would bury the chicken and cried every day for the chicken.
wow.
Yeah. So,
Wow. That's like a story you should put out in one of the animal things. That's
but it's
sad.
so cute.
I mean,
This dog fell in love. It's dog's supposed to be a killer, and all he wanted to do was sleep and play with his friend.
Did they get another chicken for the dog?
No, no,
No.
no,
one
no.
was it. Well, in this article I was reading about unusual, emotional support animals, including an alligator.
I
That
think that's the
that
cutest
the
thing.
story is Wally Gate, Wally the emotional support alligator. This guy had the guy, it was his pet. He had a pet alligator, and it was famous. It had 145,000 followers on TikTok, 35,000 on
Mhm.
Instagram, and 10,000 on Facebook. And he had brought it to visit in Georgia, and he had it in a pen, and someone took it and then
Oh,
Oh,
released it. And it was just people, there was an outpour of like trying to find this pet and the alligator, and it was just he said it was a source of comfort to him and strangers. And it was also used as the alligator Loki in visual reference for alligator Loki in the Disney Plus show Loki.
mm-hmm.
I don't know.
He would have chin rubs with and give him hugs. The dog would visit different places. I mean, the dog's like a dog. The
Gator.
Yeah.
alligator would
Hmm.
visit people. It was crazy. So I don't
It-
even know what
Did
happened.
they ever find?
I didn't see that they found him. I'm still up to that they
Oh,
and he was legally it was alligator
illegal.
Wally
And was this the one in Pennsylvania?
was Pennsylvania, except he went
Yeah.
to, yeah, he
I mean, you never had an alligator as a pet
no,
growing up?
No,
nope.
I had an iguana and a
uh,
South American swift. My
right.
iguana's name was,
Kosher?
no, that was
No.
the swift. That was
Okay.
Irving.
Irving,
Irving and
Irving,
kosher.
Irving and
What is a
kosher.
swift?
A South American swift it's a, let me see if I get a picture of it. He was cute too. The truth, I didn't even know if it was a girl or a boy, but it was cute.
Reptile?
So-
I mean, what?
Okay. It
Did
was
you have
a
bird?
blonde.
Did anybody have birds? We
I
had
had a
birds.
bird and
I had
Parakeets.
parakeets.
I had
I had
parakeets
parakeet
too.
I
named
love birds.
Pretty Girl and Pretty Boy.
Yeah,
And then I
we
had
had.
lovebirds. I didn't realize that lovebirds, sometimes the female kills the male.
Oh, after my own heart. No,
Yeah.
sorry.
Sounds like life.
What
Yeah,
is that love?
some.
Oh, I want to become one.
Yeah, definitely.
Dennis, beware.
That we can get away with it too. Haha. But we all. I mean, I had a rabbit named Pokey, which grew to be huge, and got me through the measles. But then he got so big, my mom was like, "We can't keep him; he's too big." And I had gotten him from my uncle, who got him on a farm near him up in Fleischman's, up near Woodstock, in Bel Air, that
In the
area.
Catskills.
Right. And it would he got too big, and my mom said, your Uncle Malcolm, by the way, would take him back to the farm to be with, the let him be out there with. And of course everyone would go, "Oh, really? They're really gonna take him to the farm? What do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna have dinner." And I started to cry,
Rabbit
it's
stew.
like- but he really did take him back to the farm. So they didn't they didn't
I don't know if this, we had a horny rabbit.
a
I don't know
horny
if that's
rabbit.
normal. Yeah, that we kept them in the backyard.
Oh,
That's
that's
a
a
South
Swift.
American Swift.
Oh,
That was
okay.
kosher.
That should be on all the Swifty t-shirts now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
they
looks like
should.
Taylor Swift.
yeah. So like a lizard or an
I'm
iguana
surprised
or
if that's a
It's
Swifty, and the Swifties now, we should have like t-shirts saying
can you patent that?
this is the real Swifty.
yes, this is what I had. This is the color I had,
Right,
the emerald one.
right.
The
And
Emerald Swift.
he or she
We have to do
kosher.
something about
was-
that Swifty. Swifties should be. We should
I
start a
think they
Swifty,
do.
an alternate Swifties page.
Only if we could copyright it. But anyway, my
Anyway.
rabbit, we kept him in the backyard, and as he got older, every time we would, every day we'd come and he was missing,
Hmm.
and
Was looking
You-
for other rabbits.
no, he used to go to the other yard where they had female rabbits.
Oh,
Oh.
and I'm sure there's a lot of babies now.
A lot
There
of
were a lot
babies
of-
that are my grandchildren.
Oh, you have grandchildren rabbits. There must be hundreds of them at
She's
this
have a-
point.
Well, Maxine, what
But
about
we
your
wind up
Pasquale?
we
Pepina
felt so,
Pasquale.
Oh,
we felt sorry for him. So what we did is we gave them to our neighbor.
Oh,
So
okay.
he didn't have to sneak around
He didn't
anymore.
have to sneak anymore. He
No.
was legal then.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
he
had
he lived in Rabbit Haven, heaven.
that
Oh,
heaven
heaven.
rabbit. He had a great time. Great. I also
Maxine had two.
I
He
had
lives
a
to be
rabbit
102,
and I had
rabbit age.
ducks.
Maxine
Ducks.
had two ducks.
I had two ducks, Pepina and Pasquale, and they used to go in our backyard.
Mhm.
We brought them back to the animal nursery when they got too
Yeah.
big because my father said, "I can't listen to them quack."
He was quick.
It quacks me up to say that, but Daddy-O was like, "Nope, these guys gotta go."
Every time I hear duck, I think of this Marx Brothers routine.
Yeah, why a
And
duck?
Why
Buy
a
a
duck?
duck.
Why not
Buy
a
not a
duck? Why
rabbit.
not
Buy
a
not a chicken. Buy a
Right.
duck.
Why a duck? Why not a chicken?
Yeah,
Take a letter.
you got to be there, and I don't know what movie that's from.
Take a letter to
coconuts.
Hunga Dunga and McCormick. I don't know. So turtles and fish.
I had a
You
lot of turtles.
Get fish.
I had a lot of fish,
Fish
saltwater
are
fish.
so
my
damn
father.
hard to take care of.
Yes.
I mean,
Well,
I
I
never
know
realized
because
it.
one of them ended up on the floor when I was watching Mitchell's fish, and I went down to feed them, and I had no shoes on, and I stepped on something that was slippery and slithery, and then when I looked at what it was the angelfish who must have jumped out of the tank, and I
Mhm.
screamed. My father thought I was being raped. He runs downstairs, and I'm crying that I let Mitchell down. His fish is dead, is my fault. And he goes, no, he picks it up with one of the things, goes to the bathroom, drops it in
Flushes
the
it.
toilet.
And you were 28 at the time.
No, I was young. I was
That was
like,
young.
I was like,
I'll never
no.
forget that.
Anyway, my children, I hate to tell you this. I don't hate to
Oh,
tell you,
man.
but our half hour is
Are
up.
we done?
We're done.
No, there's so much more. There's so many emotional
My
support
turtle,
animals.
one-eyed turtle.
How
One-eyed
about,
turtle.
how about emotional support
Yes.
people?
Nah,
No,
I
Yeah, that's
prefer to
nothing.
have dogs at this point. People are not making it for me of late.
people are
I
strange.
absolutely. I mean, I was surrounded by dogs this morning at the vet, and a couple of kitties.
Dogs at
So
the vet.
a lot of dogs at the vet. I told my vet she needed roller skates, and I
Well,
should buy her.
you guys aren't going away. We're going to do a show on
Tuesday
do
I'm doing
July.
with you, but I'm gonna be
Yeah.
away next after that.
oh, so
Yeah,
you're
I
going to
think
do a
next
show on
week.
Tuesday?
Well,
Yeah,
no,
I'll
we're
do this
doing unless we do it after Tush. I'm
We're gonna do
doing
a
no.
show
You're
on
doing Many
Wednesday.
Shades on Tuesday.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be a guest star
On Many Shades,
talking
Many
about
Shades of Green.
cannabis. Mhm.
Unless cannabis and hemp and
Well, we have the
hemp.
show
Well,
Tuesday
were
at
you going to be
12. But
Wednesday? We have no. We have
Wednesday, can we do
No, I can't
no.
do
You
a
we,
Wednesday.
all right. Well, we'll sign.
can you do
Yeah,
it
we'll
on
have to
can you
talk.
do it on Tuesday after
Maybe after
Ma-
Many
Many
Shades.
Shades?
I will see if I'm gonna
Yeah,
be home.
Okay, you guys
We'll-
talk to each other because I will be available.
We'll talk.
We'll
Well,
talk.
we're
We'll
still being
talk.
recorded. This is on recording.
This is on recording.
Okay,
Talk.
this is everyone wants to know this. Okay.
So this is
Anyway,
this is known as behind the scenes segment.
Behind the scenes.
behind the scenes
Behind.
Wait,
of
hold
the
it.
Tush twins
Tush, we
behind.
are
the
Tush twin.
Tush
Tush
twins.
twins.
Anyway, guys, have a great
I
week.
lost you.
You lost me.
Arrivederci.
That's impossible to lose me.
I don't know.
love you
Ask
guys.
ask my wife. Bye.
Oh, okay.
Take my wife, please.
Shalom.
Shalom.